Let me be honest with you, watching this at home or on your phones, wherever you may be. I have been living under a curse. And this curse happens when you happen to be more, I don't want to throw it out there like intelligent, but smarter than everyone else, or perceived to be smarter than everyone else. It's not that I want to be smarter or better than anyone else. That's not my intention. That's not my goal. But it's a curse that I've lived under for the longest time since I was a young man going to grade school. And I have to back this up and explain to you why I feel this way because this is something that I feel has been a part of my life since forever. As you know that I'm pretty much I'm an only child. So I get involved in reading books when books were uh, our source of entertainment way back when. So I read a lot, right? You may have heard about the famous comedian in a recent interview said he read a lot of books too. So that by reading a lot of books, you gain information, and by getting information and getting all that, your brain actually works and becomes very active. Now, growing up, I had encyclopedias, so I can always read what was going on in history and going on in world politics or sports or entertainment. Well, not entertainment as much, but mostly those subjects that I just covered, talking about what's going on in the world and the way that the world is at that particular moment in time, right? And I would say the curse really occurred in school when I was doing well in most of my classes, and other students wanted to beat me up because I don't know, they wanted to beat me up for whatever reason, but that's what they did. Not that they were successful at it, but they just would tell me every single day, "I'm gonna beat you up at the class," and that was about I heard. And it really became clear to me that my eighth grade year, it was the end of the semester, the second semester towards the summer, and I received nothing but A's on my report card. And for the very first time, I noticed the look of my classmates around me. The boys, of course, didn't care, but the girls, I saw it on their faces. They just didn't, they just didn't. They just really didn't like the fact that I got all these A's. So I would just say that that curse was very real and very evident to me. I would also say later in life, when I had a conversation with a young woman that I was interested in dating, and she said to me, "quote I'm intimidated by you," and I didn't know why she would say that, other than the fact that I'm always afraid that you're going to correct me in my in my words. Whatever I say, you're going to correct me, and I heard that more than once from other people as well. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm not going to correct you, but why would this person even say that? And I think it's because after reading a lot and obtaining these big words, sometimes I speak them when I have these essays. Um, it just seems to me that the fact that I can use my vocabulary in such a way that I can communicate, but sometimes the vocabulary is big, that they don't quite comprehend, or they think that I'm going to correct them, and that's not what I'm going to do. I'm not going to correct anybody. I mean, people speak with the way they speak, but all through my life, that curse has been there, and I just can't believe growing up why people have this image of me that I would you know try to correct them or think I was smarter than they were. It's really not my intention. But I think that goes into a larger issue, not just myself, but anyone who is quote unquote intelligent. or smarter than anyone else. So let's just say that. In that you you are seen as a person who likes to correct people, who loves to put it in people's face how smarter you are than the other person, and that you flaunt your intellectual attitude towards people, like you're better than them, and people hate it when they feel like you're better than them. They feel as if you're gonna brag, you're gonna talk about yourself, you're gonna think you're smarter than everyone else. And I mean, you're the smartest person in class. Of course, you do it because you like to learn new things and you're way to express it in class. But I think the fear with everyone is that you like to show it off and show everybody how smart you are when you're not smarter than me. And then that's why they want to beat you up at the class. Um, all I can just tell you is that it is a curse, especially in this community. Um, I've seen and spoken with students who had the same thing, who've experienced the same thing, and they feel as if they're not doing anything wrong. They're just smart because they're smart, but they're the ones who are not as cool as the most popular kids. One thing about a person who's smart or perceived to be intelligent is that you're not popular in school. You're not popular at all. You're seen as someone who's an egghead or a nerd or whatever, and they just push you to the side. While the more popular kids are the ones who are cool, exciting, they're on the level with the other students, and that's okay. But for the one who's just trying to get the education, who's really learning and interested in learning, not so much. You won't get that love from the other students. And it's a lonely feeling, especially for someone in my background. It's something I had to deal with for many years. And I guess that's why I write books, to express myself and to express my ideas in a way to saying, hey, I'm not smarter than you. I just have different ideas. I have different thoughts, and I like to share those thoughts. But again, people don't see it that way because they assume that you're smarter than they are, and that is a big turnoff to them. My advice for anyone who's going through this, whether you're in your teens or you're at a you're older and you've been struggling with this, is just continue to be yourself. Continue just to absorb and get all the education you can, get all the information. Continue to read. Continue to write, express yourself, whatever that you need to do. You are that way for a reason, and that reason just to maybe help someone who needs that assistance down the line, whether it be personal, whether it be spiritual, whatever the case may be. Your knowledge could help someone out of a rut and help them become a much better person. And maybe you're just a willing ear to listen to their problems when they need to talk to you. Yes, you may not get that person if you're single. You may not get that person that you think that you desire and you want to be with. Maybe they are just as intimidated as my friend was. But the thing is that you just can't change. You really can't lower yourself as far as your intellect or your smartness. I've been called many things: bright, smart, intelligent, all that. And not saying bragging about it, but the thing is that I've been labeled that way because of my thought, my speech patterns, and the way that I speak to people. But I can just merely tell you that it's all part of learning, it's all part of reading, it's all part of expressing yourself, and you should never sell yourself short because of that. Be proud of what you have learned and you've earned in your mind, and just continue to be the person that you are. Be an individual. Be someone that people will look up to, and just be humble. Always be humble. Always appreciate what you have in your heart, in your mind, and you're willing to use it to help other people. But at the same time, just be humble. Just know that, hey, you're that way for a reason, and that no one should ever downgrade you because you are smart or you want to learn more, you want to be educated. So never give up on that. Never sell yourself short. Be proud of who you are and just continue to be that person that you're meant to be. So with that being said, hopefully this curse will will last for as long as it does, as long as people perceive intelligent or smart people in a certain way. But the curse should not be a burden. It should be a blessing, and hopefully, for those who are feeling the same, that it becomes a blessing for you too. So that's all I want to say. Um, if you like what you've heard, please subscribe down below and click that button. Or if you want to check out my writings and my books, Strange Tales of Science Fiction just is now out, so you may want to take a look at that. Click the banner above to go to my website, and you'll find more about me and what I've done, accomplished, and on my personal website, of course. But I just wanted to share that because I felt it was important to say that to anyone who is feeling the curse of intelligence, that you are a very good person. And I know that you don't mean any harm by being the way that you are. It's just that you have a thirst and a desire to learn more. And that's should be the goal for all of us. And I hope that and pray that we all get that goal very soon because we see what happens when the opposite happens. And it's not a good sight. So continue to pursue your educational endeavors. Continue to be the smart person you are. Continue to pursue knowledge, and you will get there. So, with that, I just want to say to everyone, hope that you're having a good week whenever you're watching this. Have a good day, a good evening, and until the next time, take care.